So what's the reception like in a typical African classroom? I mean, this is tech that we normally see coming from Asia, from Europe, from all these places that were not your typical, African sports. How is the reception?
So honestly, the reception at the very beginning was not quite, they didn't adapt to it as easily as we would expect them to. But I don't blame them. I mean, we still have teachers. During COVID, we registered teachers who had never used a computer in their lives before. But these are ICT teachers who are supposed to take on learners through ICT. But as the world evolved in the later years, in the 2017 there, we started to receive a lot of schools coming through to ask us to come to them. But the need is there. Unfortunately, the resources are not there.
Right.
So under our program, the Fundi at School program, we have what we call the outreach program, where we go and give out free services. We still have schools that tell us, please don't come. Our learners will not understand this. We still have teachers who say, I can't allow you in a classroom because I have never used a laptop and the learners are going to use the laptop before me. We still have schools somewhere in the villages where even when we go with a mobile phone, the teacher is like, I've never held a mobile phone, you're now telling me the learners have got to do this, and it is not proper and right. So how do we mitigate this? We started doing training of teachers.
Right.
So it starts with the teacher, so that the teacher can have the self-esteem to embrace it, adapt to it, and then he is willing to allow us into their classroom spaces. And when I say the teacher, I am talking about senior teachers, head teachers, heads of schools, administrators, the DOS, the director of studies.
And those are guys who've been in the school system for a very long time. So it's
the ones who are going to say no and close the door to you. And as the world evolved, we also realized when the government changed the curriculum, we have so many knocks at our doors. Because now everything is project-based, it's hands-on, and the learners are not being examined, they are assessed. If they are assessed via projects, so they need to have the critical thinking, the expertise to come up with those projects. So now they're coming in to request us for help.
Where do you see yourself or yourselves in the next 5 years?
We have a mandate to reach 1 million learners by the year 2030. We are at 41,000, and in all honesty, I think by then we shall have reached maybe 2 million, because we are reaching out. There's a rapid reach out. It's excavated. We are actually accelerating like we say we are. So I hope we shall have reached 2 million. If we can have teachers who can carry this forward, it's just 125 of us. And also the number 125 is effective this year. It's been our team of 10 people to then 30 people, and as of last year, 60 to 125. We can't do this alone. If we can train as many teachers and many learners, even better for us.
So my final question that I like asking a lot of entrepreneurs is, if I gave you 10 million US dollars today,
yes,
what would you do with it?
I would open up mini Fundi Bots in 10 African countries that have the unmet need.
So that's 1 million US dollars in one African country to make it happen.
In the African countries that have the unmet need, because there are African countries that don't have the need, and they have the capacity, but the ones that have the unmet need.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I wish you all the best with Fundi Bots, and I hope to come back in 5 years' time when you are in those 10 African countries. Let's just look for the 10 million US dollars.
Thank you. You're helping us?
We will work it out.